This is Daniel Haworth, a 22-year-old tailor from North London. Daniel became an apprentice at Morris Sadwell on Savile Row straight after he left sixth form college, and he now works there full-time as a cutter. But this isn't a story about suits, or jackets, or pocket squares. It's about conflict. Not the bloody kind, but that held in the mind of a modern tradesman who is trying desperately to find the balance between creativity and craftsmanship.
Everything we make at work is so perfected, everything down to the last detail, functionality, the way that it's made. So it's quite nice to make something that is a bit more kind of DIY feeling. The big belt and then the kind of strange tops that look a bit like a boxer's pad that they wear around them. The pleat runs down the bias instead of on the straight. So they've got a bit of a kind of flair and life to them. But something that's not quite so perfect that we make. I think one of the major misconceptions that I get when talking to people about the fact that I'm tailored, I feel like they instantly feel that I think that a suit is the best thing that you can wear and it's the most interesting thing you can wear, and no clothing goes beyond a suit. And whilst I think that's true in certain aspects, I like loads of different types of clothing. I'm interested in clothing, and not so much so really high standard tailoring I think is great. I think forms that you're able to create, the shapes that you're able to create by hand, in that sense are beautiful. But suits that you can buy off the shelf and off the peg don't do anything for me. I buy a lot more casual clothing because I think it's the ideas that have gone into it are a lot more interesting. Last weekend, put my hand in my pocket and just had that pocket full of receipts, and they're all from different pubs. This winter I was trying to buy a coat and I wanted a massive puffer jacket, just one that was just really big, because the feeling of putting it on, zipping it up and kind of lifting it up a bit so that all of the down compartments get really big made me look like a big Michelin man. I like that. I used to draw a lot and paint a lot, and I was never great at doing, a still life or a portrait. And they used to frustrate me. I wanted to be technically good at art as well as just kind of creating something that looked nice, maybe conceptually. And so I had the same attitude towards clothing. I didn't want to be able to just create something that was conceptual solely. I wanted to be able to make things really, really well and to a really high standard. That idea that there's somebody out there that can make something, way beyond your level is always something that bugs me. I like the feeling of having a pair of big, kind of high-waisted, double-pleated trousers. They're very comfortable, kind of kicking my legs around. I made them in the same way that I'd make that stuff for work. So that everything's hand sewn, it's all stitched on by hand, and the pockets are made the same. I even matched stripes on the pocket to match the actual body of the trousers, which you can't even see it on them. It's such a faint stripe, but I kind of felt I had to do it, I had to maintain certain standards. Just lie there like this. Apparently it sorts out your shoulders. I think it's something about the angle of your arms. We see a lot in fittings with customers. Usually when someone's shoulders are lower on one side, their hip is higher and larger on that side as well. They stick their hip out. There's something weird about the way that people stand. You kind of collapse into one side of your body a bit. What I wear to work, aiming at this side of perfection, so it's quite close fitting and it's got a lot of shape in it. Whereas the clothes that I'd make, that I'd wear outside of work, I like to think about the other aspects of that, the other shapes that I can create that are doing the opposite of that. And so, making big trousers that have got massive pleats in them that kind of don't follow the shape of the body at all, because they give you a whole different feeling when you're wearing them. The feeling of wearing a kind of close-fitting suit will make you stand upright. It will make your, you kind of lift your chest up. It will make you walk straighter, because that's the feeling of wearing that garment. And the feeling of wearing a pair of high-waisted baggy trousers is completely different, and they're both equally valid, but they both create different feelings. Yeah, it's just stuff in each bit. I think it's a constant battle, kind of wanting to do one thing, but then also wanting to be taken seriously and be respected by my peers as well. And trying to balance the two as being kind of feeling like I'm being creative and I'm doing something creative, but then also being respected by my peers and by tailors as being actually skillful and producing something of quality. And it's a difficult balance, and it's a difficult battle to continuously try and uphold, but I want to hopefully find a way to do that. But at the same time, it's difficult. So I could still be incredibly satisfied producing like the cleanest, best fitting suit that kind of anyone has ever worn. And that would be really satisfying to me.
Would that always be a part of you in the back of your mind?
Probably, yeah. No, yeah, I could see myself sort of doing that. I mean, it would be more in that. No, probably not. No, never just solely that. It wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be enough.